Hey, my name is Matt with Market Moves. I've been coaching people on how to sell options and trade for about 7 years. And we just recently went to a high ticket, more intensive coaching program, which means we had to take sales calls. And probably for the first 6 months of this year, I was doing them all by myself. And some days I was completely booked out. Like during the middle of the day, I like to go for a run, hang out with the kids during lunch. But at some points, I was just literally on sales calls for like 10 hours a day. And eventually, if I want to scale this company and be able to take on more students, I need to get off these calls and not, when you do give sales calls to other people, you're worried that they're going to blow the budget or not bring in as much revenue as you could, which means the overall business would suffer. So it was kind of scary for me to make that transition and give up sales calls and try to hire this out on my own. And from a person to a person, becoming like someone who invested in themselves and found programs, I eventually connected myself with Joel. And I'm super grateful because he built out this sales team. He's constantly hiring people and putting in new people and trying to make it better every single week. And we've been able to keep the same business revenue and sometimes grow it, hit record months with Joel. And I haven't been on one sales call in the last like 40 days, I think. So being able to fully transition out of that has been a game changer for me in the business, because now I can focus on how to help the students after this first coaching program is just a success. Like, what's the next step? How do I get more personal time with my team, my students? How do I build new ways to make this better? I can now use my free time more efficiently to make the product better and the company better. And this wouldn't have been possible without Joel. And so I was super nervous about just not getting that same revenue and a lot of revenue being wasted because of hiring the wrong sales reps, but that hasn't been the case with Joel and his team. So I'm super, super grateful for what they've done for our company. And over the next 12 months, we have a comfortable foundation, like an actual team built out, and consistency. Like being a business owner, it's hard to get consistency, especially when you're doing Facebook ads, when you're doing these sales calls. It's hard to know if you're gonna have that second month or third month, because if ads shut down, if one team member leaves, you don't know if that's going to be there. But yeah, I'm confident with having Joel on the team and knowing that he's going to be always looking for the next talent. We're not going to have that fear come to fruition. And he's helped us in multiple different ways, connecting us to some of the best teams in the world, whether it's for ads, for copywriting, or anything. Just his connections alone have built a better foundation for the business and helped me offload some of my tasks, writing emails, shooting some video creatives. I've offloaded way more things than I thought, not just sales, because of what Joel has done with his connections. So if anyone's on the fence of working with Joel and Felix, I would just take the leap. I mean, you're taking a bet on somebody for X amount of money, and that's what you do as a business owner. But this is probably one of the safer bets you can take. Out of my 5 years in business, I bet on a lot of the wrong people. And I can tell you, they're so far away from that type of breed. It's just insane. I mean, Joel's like the hardest worker. Felix is like the coolest dude, the fastest for tech support and tech build outs. And these guys are just motivated and driven to bring companies to a new level. And they really, really care. And that's something that is super rare to find. So yeah, if you're on the fence, just pull the trigger. There's not like a safe bet out there, but this is as close as possible to it. So thank you, Joel. Thank you, team. Appreciate you guys.